Hey ho, Tropico! Welcome back to another speedrun of Tropico 4. Today we're doing a pretty sweet mission because this one's all about breaking world records. Alright, ain't that awesome? So off to the start, we have to change all of our... We're going to be given three different options. The quickest option is to build four farms that are going to be making papaya, and then we also have to build a agricultural station right next to it. I don't remember why we have to do all this, but that's sort of just it. That's what we need to do. So the reality is that five world records. That means we have to get a lot of money very fast. That means we have to go with tourism. So because of that, we have to build a whole bunch of hotels. The luxury liner is a pretty great way to quickly make a lot of money fast. And then on top of that, as I discovered, tourists really love pools. So I don't know why you would go to a tropical island just to go to a pool. Eh, that's what people want. So later on, you'll see me build a pool or two. So now, when it comes to the actual mission, we're going to face two problems. Right, so for the actual missions, you can see in the top left there, I have to break five world records. However, I'm going to be given 8 different ones to choose from, but I have to complete 3 of them at a time, kind of. So, and I sort of get locked out of them if I get like I can only complete 3 at a time, so that means I get RNG'd into maybe having to do some of the bad ones when there's some really optimal ones. Some of the optimal ones include building a bunch of docks because with my current setup, in terms of traits and skills, I get massive discounts on the docks, so they're really cheap and quick building makes them easy to do. Another one is building a zoo because I'm doing making my money through tourism. It's just a lot better to build a zoo. And then we also have other things like build a nuclear program. Nuclear program is pretty simple to do because all you need is some wind power and you need administered defense. And for some reason, I think the nuclear program is highly, or at least when you get that mission, uh, the nuclear program itself becomes highly discounted, so it becomes really cheap to do. I'm trying to think of what are the other cheap ones, but they slipped me at the moment. And then we get to some of the bad ones. Bad ones like having to build a rum factory next to 2 churches. And then, oh yeah, I also remember, I think one of the better ones was you have to build 2 banks, which is, pretty straightforward. But beyond that, then you get to the bad ones, which is like having, the other bad ones, which is like having 3 generals. That one kind of sucks because you have to build an army and hire 3 generals, foreign people, foreign college college educated guys, which is not ideal in this situation because of the fact that uh, they take time to arrive, and then also the one of the worst ones you can get is something for, and you can see I'm hiring a whole bunch of people just to come along. Because this map, it's only less than 8 minutes, so it's a lot better than getting trying to get the immigration station, the immigration whatever building. So you can see there now I get my general defense. And the other thing you can see there on the bottom right there is pay Morello's men. One of the tasks to do is to have like the greatest battle or something. But the reality is that it just means to fight a war or something. Like 4 or 5 guys are going to come onto the island to try and overthrow me, and I have to build a small army to thwart them, and that will somehow give me a world record. Don't ask me why it checks out, but it does apparently. And then on top of that too, what else? So this is, you can see that I'm getting some of the bad ones, like the one I just mentioned. This whole, you have to build a, actually, man, I'm so sorry if my commentary is so bad, but it's been like 2 years since I've done this. Oh, I shouldn't have mentioned that, but whatever. So the quick way I've discovered to do this is, oh well, one, that battle that I'm talking about, this little war, is annoying because I have to have a whole bunch of soldiers, and soldiers need to be uh, high school educated in order to become. You have to be high school educated in order to become a soldier. So, but what I discovered recently, or a long time ago, however you want to look at it, is that through conscription, uh, the conscription edict allows you to get rid of the high school education requirement, so anyone can become a soldier. And through one of the DLCs, which allows you to make these bunkers, These bunkers allow you to hire up to 6 guys, and you don't need to have like extra generals to take the soldiers. You end up with a fairly easy objective. So as you can see there, one of the objectives is not enough, have enough banks, so you only have to make 2 of them, which is fairly simple. You can see here most rum to drink. It's one of the worst ones because, or the one probably like the second worst one besides having to do the army battle, because with the army battle the problem with it is that it's sort of like a YOLO thing where it's like you have to hope you win. Like either you quick save and lose a couple seconds of time from the quick save, or you just YOLO it. So it's one of the more annoying things. And here you can see me wasting my time building some docks. Don't know why I'm doing this because I never end up getting the objective. I guess you could say I'm trying to just do it ahead of time, but it ends up just being a waste when I should be building towards the nuclear objective. So you can see there, as I showed earlier, I got the Minister of Defense. Now I'm building a wind turbine, and now I'll be able to build the nuclear program. And then, what's after that? Oh yeah, you can do nuclear testing to get 10k. So that's just because this map is so short, it doesn't matter. It's like, oh yeah, get a little extra money from doing that. Okay, so now we have to do one more. And after this, we have to wait a while, and then we'll be allowed to build. Yeah, this is one of the ones that are really annoying. One of the worst ones to get. Have to build that, and then I have to get 3 army guys. Imagine if I got the docks. If I got the docks one, I would have been done already. So now we have to wait, unfortunately, and that's one of the more frustrating things with having certain objectives like this. But overall, the RNG on this map was actually pretty good, because there's so much worse that could have happened. So many other. Well, I think I mentioned them all, but like I only got like 2 of the bad case scenarios, whereas sometimes you'll get 3 of them. So, and the map's almost over. The last thing we have to do is build a mausoleum. And the one thing I want to say too is for the light split thing on the top, I am manually pressing the buttons compared to some of my one other game I'm speed running, which I managed to make an auto splitter. And then also, I'm sorry about last year. What ended up happening was it was January 23rd, and I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, I have to post one of these videos. And then I'm like, wait, what day do I post these videos on? And then I realized, oh, I posted on the 16th, not the 23rd. So, oh my god. So this mission is done 7 minutes and 42 seconds. If I remember correctly, I did manage somehow to get 7 minutes 30 seconds, but unfortunately I just wasn't recording when that happened, and I decided that 12 seconds wasn't worthwhile to shave off. So that's it for this. Sorry for making you guys wait so long. I think you guys will forgive me. If not, then I'll send you to some colonial prisons. How does that sound?